Imagine this. Every time you chase someone, you're unknowingly lowering your value in their eyes. But here's the twist. The key to being irresistible isn't in running after anyone. In this video, I'm going to spill the tea on why chasing is the ultimate attraction killer, and, more importantly, what to do instead to become magnetic, confident, and downright unforgettable. Stick around, because by the end, you'll never feel the need to chase anyone again. And trust me, they'll be the ones chasing you. Chasing versus attracting. What's the difference? Here's the thing about chasing. It screams desperation. When you chase someone, what you're really doing is placing all your value in their hands. But let's pause for a second. Why are you trying to prove your worth when they should be proving themselves to you? Attracting, on the other hand, is a completely different vibe. It's like walking into the same party with quiet confidence, radiating energy that makes people want to know your story. Think about Audrey Hepburn in Breakfast at Tiffany's. She didn't run after anyone or plead for their attention. She had this magnetic allure that made everyone want to be around her. Her secret? She wasn't chasing the moment, she was the moment. So, what's the formula for attracting instead of chasing? It starts with embodying qualities that naturally pull people in: confidence, independence, and self-assurance. These aren't just buzzwords, they're traits that shift the energy in your favor. People are drawn to those who know their worth and don't feel the need to broadcast it. It's the quiet power of walking into a room and commanding attention without trying too hard. When you prioritize your own growth and happiness, you create an energy that's irresistible. No chasing required. Number 1. The power of self-respect. Let's break down self-respect because it's the foundation of everything, especially when it comes to relationships. When you respect yourself, you're not out there jumping through hoops trying to win someone's approval. You don't need to chase. You've got standards. And trust me, boundaries are sexy. Think about Amal Clooney. She's a powerhouse, intelligent, successful, and unapologetically herself. She didn't chase George Clooney. No. She was living her own fabulous life, and he recognized her worth. That's the magic of self-respect. Self-respect doesn't just attract the right people in romantic relationships. It spills over into every area of your life. People respect you when you respect yourself, and that admiration, it's powerful. Here's a mantra to keep in your back pocket. I don't need to chase, because what's meant for me will never require me to beg. Seriously, write it down, stick it on your mirror, make it your phone wallpaper, whatever you need to keep it top of your mind. Remind yourself every single day that the right things will come to you without you having to hustle for them. That's the power of self-respect. Number 2, invest in personal growth. Let's flip the script on chasing. Instead of pouring energy into someone who might not even deserve it, why not pour it into yourself? Think of personal growth as the ultimate glow-up. It's not just about looking good, but feeling unstoppable. Take Emma Watson as your inspiration. She's not out here chasing anyone. She is busy advocating for women's rights, pursuing her passions, and thriving in her career. Her accomplishments speak so loudly that the right people naturally gravitate toward her. She's living proof that when you focus on your growth, you don't need to chase because you become the prize. So how do you start? Pick up that hobby you've been putting off. Learn to cook, master a new language, or dive into a fitness goal. Maybe it's about crushing it at work, leveling up your skills, or starting that side hustle you've been dreaming about. The best part? It's not about showing off or proving anything to anyone. It's about becoming the best version of yourself for you. And when you're thriving, people will notice, because confidence, ambition, and self-reliance are magnetic. When you're living your best life, you don't need to chase. Instead, others will want to be part of your amazing world. Number 3, subtle signals work better than chasing. Not chasing doesn't mean playing the ice queen. Showing interest is still important. It's just about mastering the art of subtlety. A meaningful compliment, holding eye contact just a fraction longer, or engaging in a genuinely thoughtful conversation can speak louder than any grand gesture or barrage of texts ever could. Think of subtle signals like a perfectly edited movie trailer. It teases just enough to intrigue and captivate, leaving the audience wanting more. Now, compare that to chasing, which is basically blurting out the entire plotline in one go. No mystery, no allure, and honestly, no excitement. For example, instead of sending 5 "what's up" texts in a row, try making a witty comment in person or laughing at their joke with just the right amount of charm. A simple smile or a warm, sincere "that's interesting" can work wonders. It's about leaving space for curiosity and allowing the other person to step forward too. Next time you're tempted to overdo it, pull it back a notch, smile confidently, listen intently, and let the connection unfold naturally. Remember, the magic isn't in the chase. It's in creating moments that feel effortless and real. That's what builds genuine attraction. Number 4, patience, the ultimate power move. Here's the secret sauce to attraction: patience. I know, it's not the most glamorous quality, but hear me out. Waiting for someone who reciprocates your energy isn't just wise, it's a power move. Think about it. When you chase, you're essentially saying, I don't trust that what I want will come to me. But when you're patient, you radiate confidence. You're selective, and being selective is the opposite of desperate. Now, let's compare 2 scenarios. One woman is constantly chasing. Are you free tonight? How about tomorrow? Or next week? She's putting in all the effort, while the other person barely notices. The other woman? She's patient. She lives her life, focuses on her own happiness, and allows things to develop naturally. Who's more likely to feel valued? The one who waited. Patience isn't passive. It's active self-respect. It's choosing quality over quantity and letting the right connections find their way to you. Trust me, being selective and unbothered is a vibe no one can resist. Number 5. Confidence is the real glow-up. If you remember one thing from this video, let it be this: confidence is magnetic. It's the energy that makes heads turn when you walk into a room. And the best part? Confidence doesn't mean you have to be loud or overly bold. It's about carrying yourself with pride and authenticity. Think of Grace Kelly. Her quiet confidence made her a timeless icon. She didn't need to chase. Her mere presence was enough to captivate everyone around her. So, how can you channel that Grace Kelly energy? Start with the basics. Stand tall, walk with purpose, and look people in the eye. Confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about owning who you are. Number 6. Knowing when to walk away. Let's break this down into steps you can actually use, starting with one of the most important. Stop over-investing. Match the energy you're given. If they're taking their sweet time to reply to your text, resist the urge to double or triple text. If they're constantly flaking on plans, don't twist your schedule into knots trying to accommodate them. Remember, your time and energy are valuable. Don't spend them on someone who treats them as optional. Next, focus on your passions. Create a life so exciting, so full of purpose, that you barely notice who hasn't texted back. Whether it's diving into a career goal, picking up a new hobby, or spending quality time with friends and family, fulfillment makes you magnetic. When you're thriving, you don't need to chase anyone. They'll be chasing you. Then there's the magic of setting boundaries and sticking to them. Whether it's refusing last-minute plans or walking away from someone who can't commit, boundaries earn respect and protect your self-esteem. Finally, learn to embrace the power of silence. Sometimes saying nothing says everything. It shows confidence and composure, and that you don't need constant validation. Silence creates space for the right people to step up and show their interest. And if they don't, you're better off anyway. By practicing these steps, you'll stop chasing and naturally start attracting. It's all about shifting your focus inward and letting your energy speak for itself. So, let's make a pact. No more chasing. Instead, focus on building a life you love, radiating confidence, and setting boundaries that reflect your worth. Because you're not just anyone, you're unforgettable. Now tell me, Have you ever stopped chasing and noticed a shift in how people treat you? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories. And if this video spoke to you, hit that like button and share it with a friend who needs this reminder. Until next time, stay magnetic.